Hello and welcome to another Flux tutorial. Today, we're going to be talking about the newly released feature, Flux for Organizations. So let's dive right in. First up, what is Flux for Organizations? Simply put, it's a shared space where your team can collaborate, manage access to projects, libraries, and even create templates. You can think of it as a centralized hub for your entire team. So how do you get started? You can either create a new organization or join an existing one like the one that I have here. To join an existing organization, all you have to do is ask a member with the right permissions within that organization to add you as another member. As soon as you get access to that organization, you will see it listed in the organizations menu here. To create a new organization, click on this button and you will prompt it with this menu. The organization account name is similar to your username, meaning that it will be used to generate your organization's URL. This field doesn't accept any spaces or special characters. In the organization display name, you can use spaces and special characters. In this organization that I was sharing, this will be the display name, and this will be the organization account name. So now let's talk about members. Here in the Members tab, we can see every other member that is part of our organization. As you can see, there are two types of members, one simply called member and another one called owner. The difference between the two is the level of permissions that each one of these have. Members are the lower of the two, meaning that they're intended to work on day-to-day activities like creating new projects, creating parts, or modifying existing projects. By default, they will have access to all the new projects created in this organization, but they won't be able to manage the organization itself. That's reserved for owners. Owners, on top of what members can do, can also add or remove other members, delete any project within the organization, and change permissions from member to owner or vice versa. As an owner, to add a new member, you just need to click on the Add Members menu and then type the username of the user you want to add. To remove a user, you can simply click on this three dots menu and remove from organization. Being an owner and a member, it takes the default access that you have to all new projects created in the organization. But each individual project can have more granular permissions set up. So let's see how a project works in an organization. Within the organizations page, you can start a new project as you would do with your personal account by either creating a new blank project, or if I go back to my profile, I can click on any project and then either clone it or fork it directly into the organization. In this case, if I select this organization, I'm going to be creating a clone of this project that belongs to this organization. So let's see how it works. This is just an empty project, but you'll immediately see that this project belongs to the organization and not to my username. What that means is that the share menu has now changed. By default, the permission of this project means that members of the organization can edit. This includes members and of course owners. I can change the default permission by either making it private, so only this username and other owners of the Wayland Utah organization can view and edit. If I want to have more advanced control, I can click on the Advanced menu and add individual users to this project, or even grant access to anybody on the internet. This menu allows you to set permissions at any level, at organization level, at a global level, or even at the individual user level. So now that we know how project level permissions work, let's see how it works in the library. The library generally works in the exact same way that it works for personal accounts, meaning that you will have access to all the parts that you have created or that someone else created but also share with you. The difference here is that under an organization's name, you will also have access to the parts that have been created by that organization. For example, if we take a look at the library here, you will notice that there's a new filter. This filter will only show you parts that have been created by that specific organization. In this case, this user has access to more than one organization. So if I go to this other organization, in this example here, and I click on the same filter, I will see that now I have access to all the parts created by this organization. But notice that this part is not the same as this part. This is because each organization might have different parts, and you don't necessarily want one organization to have access to the parts or components that have been created by another organization. So whenever you're working within the context of an organization, you will have access to all the components that have been created or shared with that organization. This pretty much covers everything you need to know about organizations. It is a very powerful way of collaborating within teams, but also keeping your own personal accounts separate so you can work on your own project while also collaborating with other teams in other specific endeavors. I will leave a link down in the description if you want to learn more about what organizations can do, what the pricing for organizations is, or if you want to schedule a demo with one of our Flux experts to see how your team can benefit from this. See you in the next one.